YouTube. What's going on, guys? It is D Dunn here, back on Oakland A's franchise. And this is a huge episode for the series so far. As you can see, we are in an insanely close division here, only 6 games away from first place. And if you look at the playoff picture for the American League WILDCARD, we are tied. It is a 4-way tie between the Orioles, Angels, Rangers, and us. So 2 other teams in our division, 1 out of division. We had a pretty good August, and now it is time for September call-ups, and it is time to make that final playoff push, our first one of the series, and I am very excited. So let's go to our September call-ups and see what we need. We need to add 4 players to our Major League roster. Let's look at pitching first. Mason Miller did pretty well in AAA with a 3.96 ERA. 1.3 whip is still a little high. We could bring him up. I mean, Kyle Muller did really good, but looking at that 36 walk per 9 and a 1.44 whip, I think he gets 8 up in the majors. No other starters in the AAA look exceptionally good. So going to our bullpen, we have Jojo Romero, who we got from St. Louis in a trade. He has been really good. We just didn't have a place for him in the bullpen at the time, and I wanted to make sure, and he wasn't playing well at the MLB level. As you can see there, a 4.72 ERA and a 1.39 whip. Probably why he was offered up for a trade, but he's young. He has B potential, which is really good for a reliever, and he has been playing well at AAA. So we are going to move him to the MLB level, and we now have a new addition to our bullpen. Anthony Kay, who was awful in 42 innings earlier in the season, goes down to AAA, but it's only 8 innings, and even though he's crushed it, it is only 8 innings, so I don't think I can rely on that. Sean Newcomb, kind of same thing, a 4 ERA through 54 innings, which isn't terrible, but his whip is way too high, and that leads me to believe he's just getting really lucky. We don't have FIP here, fielding independent pitching, which will kind of give us a glimpse into how well he was pitching without a defense behind him. So I don't think we bring him up. We have the infamous Dick Lovelady. I just cannot get enough of this guy's name, and I will probably sign him for the rest of the franchise just so I continue to say it. And I do apologize. I'm a little sniffly, still battling allergies, but I appreciate just, hang with me. Hang with me. I am trying my hardest. I'm just going to take a quick peek of the stream, make sure the audio is good. It is. Okay. Now then, closing pitchers, we have Luther Hanna, who's done good, but again, super low walk per 9, which is actually getting worse, which is not encouraging. So probably he doesn't make the jump. We don't need another catcher. And let's see. So now who we got? We could use a backup first baseman. No one particularly interesting here, although we do still have 3 spots to fill. So we may just, throw in some bench bats here. Cooper Bowman could be a solid option. Jordan Diaz is doing well. He's a pretty solid player and may actually, he may be an everyday for us in the future. We actually have a lot of depth at second base. We have Curtis Mead, Jordan Diaz, Max Muncy, and Kevin Fujita, who was a rookie draft pick last year, progressing very nicely down in single A. So, second base is pretty much on lockdown, which is really encouraging. I think looking ahead to next draft, we are probably going to look exclusively for outfielders. Ronnie Mauricio, I don't know how to pronounce it, but Mauricio, we'll go with for now. Having a pretty good season. Looks like he's going to definitely remain everyday starter at shortstop. Speaking of which, we have Logan Davidson backing him up. Darrell Hernandez is doing really well, but down at AA. I mean, that's some phenomenal progression. You love to see that. But I'm just not seeing anything that's like really, really encouraging. Looking for someone that's just gonna come up and be able to hit. Could give JJ Bleday his turn in the majors. He was a starter. He's a starter in real life for the A's. Good discipline, so probably gets on base pretty well. Our really disappointing first-round pick from last year, Martin Meza. Honestly, probably should have started him off in AA, maybe even single A. So he's probably not going to be in AAA next year, but it's neither here nor there. Colby Thomas looking really good. Great discipline, pretty good contact, okay defense. Man, there's just not a lot, but definitely Estuary Ruiz is going to get the call up. We sent him down last year. He plays a ton of different positions. He's got tons of speed, can get on base and can steal. His discipline has gone up quite a bit, +5. So, showing a lot more patience at the plate. And that average is well above where he was last year. So, Estuary Ruiz, you have earned your spot back in the majors. Now we have quite a bit of depth in the outfield. Des Cameron also looking very good, +11 to power this year. Do we just load up with outfielders? I mean, he's swinging the bat well. So we're going to add him to the 40-man. If we have room, we do. He's also going to make it up to the majors. It means we need to make some other adjustments. Denzel Clark is going to go up to AAA. Henry Bolt's going to make the jump. Well, no, he's not. He's not ready. Armenteros is going to move to AAA. And we'll bring up Greg Diekman to double. Okay. We still have one more spot. Who do we bring up? I mean, our bullpen is absolutely stacked. We could, Austin Pruitt. Of course, it's only 12 innings, so I don't know. It's not a whole lot of data to go off of. So I think we're just going to look. Yeah. Especially with Curtis Mead, he's still out for another 2 to 3 weeks. I think we look to bring in a second baseman. And I think that baseman is going to be. I think it's going to be Jordan Diaz. He's got the vision, the discipline, the clutch. I just don't think Cooper Bowman is what we need. He also plays first base and third, so that he has a little bit more flexibility. All right. And there is our squadron. Max Muncy's going to get the jump to AAA. And Kevin Fujita is going to AA. Going to get some playing time here in the last month. Let's go ahead and bring Baek Ho Kang up to AA as well. Probably just no, actually we don't really have space. Really interested to see how these guys progress, especially Newton St. Aud. Huge power versus lefties. Opposite here. Okay, so there is our September call-ups completed. And now, this is going to be crucial. We're going to play one inner division and one outer division game. The rules do not change just because we're getting close to the playoffs. The goal is to assemble a team that can win. And so now, who do we play? Who do we play? The Angels, Rangers, and Astros are all above us, and we have all three of them on the schedule. I think taking a game away from the Angels doesn't really help us. Or taking a game away from the Astros doesn't really help us because we're not competing for first. We're competing for that wild card spot. So, I think I'm going to look for a really competitive outer division game and then probably face the Rangers or the Angels and try and steal at least one game from them where we maybe would normally lose. So let's go ahead and sim through these first four games. We'll go ahead and fix the lineups. That's fine. Connor Capel's an injury and out 2 to 3 months. We're actually going to keep him active just because I don't want to have to fill his spot on the roster. So, but we also have Curtis Mead coming back from injury in 2 to 3 weeks. So we'll put him on the 10-day. Now I have to fix my lineups because he was batting versus... He should have been batting versus lefties. Okay. I think this is where Estuary Ruiz comes in. And so Seth is in right. He is good versus righties. And we have Trent Grisham. Plus 8 power versus lefties. You'll love to see that. Okay. So I think we switch him and Ruiz. How's Grisham's arm? Pretty good. And then in right, Brown. All right, so we're going to switch those. So Sethi is in left. Grisham is in right. No. Brown in right, Grisham in left. Ruiz, although he's stronger against lefties, we're still going to put him in. Okay. We have Geloff, of course, Noda, Chapman, Olivares. Brown with 20 homers, man. 20 homers this year. Almost leading the team. Grisham. Okay. I feel good about that. And then versus lefties, I think we give Ruiz the nod. He, of course, plays center field. He's also going to... I mean, those are two really good bats up there at the top versus lefties. So I think we keep him. And okay. Yeah, I feel okay about that. Maybe Soderstrom goes to 9. Okay. I think this all makes sense. A lot of depth here. Okay. And then, okay. And then pitching, I mean, nothing really changes, but wow, what a turnaround. Eric Lauer starting the season with like a 5.6 ERA, finishes strong down to a 3.62. Still would like that whip to be lower, but we're getting there. Walker Buehler, we traded from the Dodgers, came in to us with only like 15 or 20 innings and a 7 ERA, now down to a 4.5. So obviously pitching well. James Caprillion comes up and does a really nice job. JP Sears is still really weak. Still really weak. I think we got to make a move there. JP Sears, I'm sorry, buddy. Just not cutting it. And I think we bring back Mason Miller. We're going to see if, hopefully he straightened it out down in AAA. He's going to... Why does it say we're still short a player? I don't know. So Mason Miller now goes to our 5 spot, and hopefully he can make some improvements. I'm so confused. Who did we lose? Am I crazy? He was just awful. Okay, Sean Newcomb, you're back, buddy. But not as a long reliever. Holy moly. Gott's looking pretty good. Let's put Gott in. Yikes. Okay. All right, here we go. Not great. Really not great. Close games versus Chicago. Well, second game wasn't close. And now, oh God, against New York. And we are going to hop into the first game of the series versus New York and see what Mason Miller can do. He is back from AAA. Did he learn any lessons? Did he improve? We are, of course, at Yankee Stadium, taking on a very talented New York Yankees roster, of course, with the stud Judge. So Mason Miller has his work cut out for him. They have Garrett Cole on the mound, throwing absolute heat from the bump. And he starts off with a slider, middle. Mauricio takes a great hack at it. Now maybe Garrett Cole a little afraid after that loud first pitch start. That would have been a home run for sure. And that one came in on the hands, but he fights it off, hits it well enough, 100 off the bat, and pokes it right back up the middle. And that is a lead-off single for the A's. And they call him Alexi on the announcer. Estuary Ruiz. Guy we were about to trade away, but we decided to circle change. Really caught us. But decided to give him a chance down AAA. Turns on a fastball, but a little early. And that one is a little dribbler. Estuary Ruiz with a ton of speed, and he actually beats out the throw. Now Geloff on the mound, phenomenal year, and excels versus righties. Let's see what he can do. Hard hit ball, but this is likely going to be a double play, and it is. 6-4-3 double play. Not a bad swing, just rolled over the top of it just a little bit. And that one is taken for a ride out to right field, going back and off the foul pole. It is gone. Ryan Noda in the 4-hole. Oh, so unfortunate that they had the double play. But a great swing there. Just hits the foul pole in right field. And that is a 2-run lead for the A's in the first. Matt Chapman blasts one down the third baseline. Aggressive base running there from Chapman, but he does make it to second. And now we have a man in scoring position with Edward Olivares, our DH, up to bat. Ooh, knuckle curve. Gets him to swing early. Swings at a high fastball at 100. But that is a weak fly ball in the left field. But the A's strike first. Record 4 hits in the first inning. Hitting Garrett Cole around a little bit. Would love to see that. But now, Mason Miller, who has really struggled at times. You see there, we are 1 game back from the wild card. Okay, we finally get a strike there. Let's see how the cutter looking. It does get a swing and a miss. And now let's see if the slider can put him away. Mason Miller not showing a lot of control at the moment. And we have instructed our batters to go after pitchers, or to go after batters. We have told our pitchers, our coaching staff has told our pitchers, challenge batters, make them put the ball into play. That has hurt us at times, but I think overall it's been a good philosophy. We've seen it work. But we are just not getting really anything competitive on the black from Mason Miller so far. Get a really ugly swing, which we love to see from that slider. Good bite there. And Miller runs over to cover first and record the second out. In real life, the A's, after having a very surprising surge in the early part of this season in real life, since falling off, I think we've lost 7 straight. And it looks like that's how it was going to be here in MLB The Show franchise. Let's see Ruiz with his wheels. Can he catch up to this one? He does. And that is what we were looking for out of Ruiz. Not a well-hit ball at his at-bat, but he got on first and then shows his speed and his defense in center field.
Leading off for the Athletics, the right
Some very hard hit balls from the Yankees.
Brown.
Umpire's a little ace friendly here. Little late on the swing there. Opposite field, fly out.
Batting eighth, the left fielder, Trent Grisham.
Ooh. Very early on the circle change. I thought for sure we had timed that up well. Good check swing there.
Ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike. That's ball 3.
Garrett Cole has looked a little vulnerable here. Of course, giving up a home run in the first. And that is a fastball right down the middle. Definition of a challenge pitch. 98 out of the pitcher's hand and 98 off the bat.
The catcher, Tyler
Grisham just puts it right back into place, sends it right back where it came from. And that's another single. And that one is pissed on. Tyler Soderstrom goes yard. First pitch swinging. As our great announcer Dallas Braden would say, all aboard. Next stop, Pound Town. And the A's take a 4-0 lead. Mauricio, I gotta know how to pronounce it. Anyone watching this video, please let me know. That is, circle change has gotten a couple ugly swings.
That's a ball.
His off speed does have good bite. Ruiz, not a bad swing, much better than his first, but sometimes baseball is cruel and the better hit balls just result in an out. Soderstrom, though, shows off his power there. Out into right center field.
leading off for the
All right.
Yankees, the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
Inside, ball 1.
And Mason Miller comes out. Has not pitched
1-1.
very well, to be honest. Has not located.
2 balls.
Has given up some very hard hit balls. So we're just going to have to rely on mixing the pitches up. And our defense, I think, in order to get outs. But challenging a lineup with this much talent is going to be tricky, even when you throw 100 plus.
No, inside.
You know, if some of these we need more pitches like that are competitive on the black. You gotta force batters with competitive pitches. But so far, some of these have either been, right in the heart of the plate.
Nope, outside.
I don't know, umpire. It looks like he swung out of his shoes to me. Okay, like that's an example of a pitch you don't want to throw. Right down the middle.
Ball that's outside.
Okay.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
We've gotten some swing and miss from the slider, and we get it right there. Glaber goes back to the dugout. Anthony Volpe up. Definitely the best inning so far from Mason Miller.
Ball.
Demonstrating a lot more control.
Nope. Upstairs. Thank you.
However, not in these last couple pitches. Speaking a little bit too early. But that is going to be an easy fly out. Ruiz has the range for that. And he has worked through 2 innings with only 1 hit. The A's bats have been hot. We'll see if we can carry the momentum forward. But we can't get swing happy when we have success. That's something I think we've seen the A's do in previous games. That one absolutely blasted, going back and gone. Zach Geloff showing off his power. Hit a blast 433 feet. And Garrett Cole has to be on a short leash now after giving up 3 home runs in the same amount of innings. But these pitches though, just cookies right down the middle.
2 balls, 1 strike.
This is what I'm afraid is going to happen to Mason Miller if he keeps throwing some of these balls down the chute.
Matt Chapman.
Chappie having a phenomenal rebound season, resurgence in his career, but not when he swing at sliders like that, Chappie. I'm sure the dugout's probably going to give him a hard time. Keeps going back to, I think Chappie learned his lesson. Just gets a piece of that circle change, all off speed to start here. And we have worked ourselves into a full count. And that high fastball sat back too long. Out number 2. Man, that circle change has a ton of bite. And that is home run number 4 for the day for the A's. Edward Olivares, 107 off the bat, 423 feet. And Garrett Cole is done after 3 innings.
Now pitching for the New York Yankees, number 50, Ryan.
All right, let's take a look at Ryan Yarbaugh, starting pitcher, lefty. 100,000%. A pitch to contact kind of guy. I don't think we're getting anything up in the zone. And these kind of batters have actually given us quite a bit of trouble. But we take the Yankees ace out of the game very early on. Maybe not ace, but
The right fielder.
now
Herrera.
with 6 runs,
That's just out.
you would like to see Mason Miller challenging batters. Not down the middle. I'm really worried about this lineup. Is going to just start blasting home runs if we keep leaving pitches where we have been. pitch count isn't horrible right now
Ball 2.
at 41 through 3, or almost through 3. But the Yankee bats just
Nope.
aren't hot right now.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And, you know, if they're not hitting the ball well,
Ball.
we got to challenge them. We're trying. We're trying to challenge them. But we do get a swing and a miss. We'll take it. A's looking dominant through the first 3 innings of their, like I said, like no velocity, just not sure what we're going to be able to do versus Yarball here. I mean, that one was hit pretty well. We might get some walks. He doesn't, according to his ratings, he doesn't walk a lot of batters. So, meaning he probably locates very well. Maybe we don't get a ton of mistake pitches. So, we're just going to have to hack at some of these that we feel like we're reading well. I mean, so far we are. Just not quite the power versus lefties. And I think Yarball is going to give us some trouble here.
Ball 1.
A lot of these pitches looking like they're going to catch the bottom of the zone. So maybe we just don't swing until we see two strikes in the count.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Could be a strategy. Just start trying to work up, you know, his pitch count a little bit. That one I definitely could tell was going to be up in the zone as the cutter working on from a lefty. Cutter working west to east, you know, not dipping. Ruiz phenomenal versus lefties, though. And we get another cutter, but don't put good wood on it. That was a quick inning. And I think now we are going to...
Inside, ball 1.
Good Lord. I keep trying to give Mason Miller some hype here. You know that we're going to let him off his leash and just throw gas in the zone. But even when we put it,
Oh, that's out.
you know, try and give him those instructions. Just throw it in the zone. He's missing.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Got him.
But he is inducing weak contact. We're going to almost put it middle here
Hey.
and challenge these batters. Just hopefully mixing up speed type, you know, location a little bit. Get him to roll over on some changeups and some sliders. And we'll see how far we can get.
All 1's the count.
And there we go. It's working. Mason Miller looking great. Through 4. Only 1 hit allowed. No walks. All right, Geloff.
Ball 1.
And I think, like I said, we just put our PCI, or we tell our batters, we're looking right here, just above the knees. If you are guaranteed it's going to be there, swing. If not, don't swing. That one actually a little low, but we do have just enough power to beat that cutter back up. That one left right where we were looking as well. Ryanota puts a pretty good swing on it, but pulls it on to right. That's an out. Now Matt Chapman, the lefty masher, is up. And that one is gone. A no-doubter. Rocket, 109 off the bat. And the A's are dominating. Still. The A's bats, which really carried us through the first half of the year until we got our pitching under control. You know, we were sad to see Blackburn go. So I thought we might be hitting another home run, but probably, I don't think Olivares has a ton of power, but you know, we were sad to see Blackburn go. A guy that, you know, was the closest thing we've had to ace status in a long time.
0-1.
But you know, he just hasn't been what we need to compete, and as an organization, you know, we just had to move on. But we're happy with who we got, as Seth Brown scoops that one out to left center field. That sinker sunk, but he went down and got it. And having a pretty good year. Not normally a strong bat versus lefties, but then Grisham takes a hack on the first swing. That's an out, but Matt Chapman does damage I believe that was a 2-run shot, because Geloff was on before him, I believe. All right, and we're back with Mason Miller, 58 pitches through 5 innings. And we are challenging Mason Miller to challenge the Yankees lineup. They are down 8 runs. We are telling him, just put it in the zone. Leave it to them to make the plays. If you got good stuff, then you got good stuff, and it should be strikeouts, or foul outs, or ground outs. Ooh, he actually thought about running with 38 speed. We actually have a lot of talent in our outfield. That's not the move, buddy. You're not him.
0-1's the count.
You are not him. Hee hee! And now Mason Miller looks like a pro. All we have to do is just
That's a ball.
aim at the center of the zone, and maybe it'll end up in the zone, maybe it won't. Well hit ball there. But Ruiz has the range, and that is good enough to get to the warning track. Another hit led up by Mason Miller. Some hard contact there, but no damage done. I think employing a good, we have, you know, coached our players with a good strategy versus Yarbaugh.
2 balls.
Getting some lucky calls like that. But, you know, not a ton of velo from Yarbaugh, so shouldn't get many pitches past this. Just we need to recognize pitches like that are, you know, well enough in the zone, and take a hack.
The batter, number 10.
All right, we're doing a good job, though, of getting under these pitches instead of just rolling over all of them. And outside of the home run, Yarbaugh's done a good job of containing the A's where Garrett Cole failed. Nice hit from Ruiz. Very talented hitter versus lefties. We see that there. One running in on his knees a little bit, but hits that circle change out in the left field. And now Zach Geloff tries to do the same thing, but rolls over the top of that one. And now we head to the bottom of the sixth. Mason Miller still on the bump, and his directions have not changed. Throw the ball in the zone. Throw it as hard as you can. Mix your pitches up. And I think we're going to get out of this with a win. I think we let him go until he gives up another run. Or he gives up a run, I guess, I should say. Slider looking nice right there. I think we're going to go back to it. And very well located in another swing and miss. Pitching Verdugo backwards here, starting with a changeup.
Nope. Ball one.
Dangerous pitch there, but... Oh, and that one's going to just land inside. Grisham's going to get to it. Throw to second is made, and that is held at 1.
Yep, that ball went out.
Mason Miller running a little bit out of juice,
1 ball, 2 strikes.
but still pitching well. We might get the double. Oh, never mind. Haha. Just kidding. We don't need a double play, and I knew that as the announcer slash GM slash player. All right, Noda, what do you got? 1 for 3 with a homer.
Ball, that's out.
Ooh, a great hack at that one. Just a little early.
Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ball, that's down.
Don't know if we're going to get much of a challenge pitch here, but Yarbaugh statistically does not, or ratings-wise, does not walk batters. That one probably should have been ball 4, but on the black. Well-located pitch there. Center fielder makes the play. And Chappie 2 for 3 on the day. Looking to come up and get another piece of Yarbaugh. And he punches that one out into left field. That should be a single. So a single, a double, and a home run for Chapman. He actually has a chance at hitting for the cycle. Something I've never done personally.
Ball, that pitch is out.
Yarbaugh still doing a decent job on the mound. Has only given up, I think, 1 run so far. Or 2. See what Seth Brown can do.
Oh, he's safe.
That one squirts away from the catcher, but he's able to recover. And the runner does not advance. Nice cutter there. Works from inside off the plate to just catching the inside of the zone. Very well located circle change, but we remain patient. Fight off the high cutter there. Pretty well hit ball there out to right field. Going back is the outfielder, and he makes the snag on the run. Seth Brown tried to scoop one out, and he got close. That right field wall is very low. And with very low energy, we're going to go to the bullpen, warm up some of our, how do we say this? We're reserving our better bullpen arms for future games. The rest of the series against the Yankees is incredibly important, especially after losing 2 out of 3 to Chicago. The Cubs, that is.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Nope, that's inside.
This changeup has actually been pretty good. Takes a good hack there. Ooh, and an excellent located pitch there from Mason Miller. And now he is out of energy. We're going to do a mound visit. Get a little bit more warm-upness. I don't know how to say that. And I don't think we've seen Judge. Judge may have the day off. Looks like putting in a lefty sounds like a good idea.
Now pitching for Oakland, number 45.
So Sean Newcomb comes in.
Ball.
Same directive as Mason Miller. Just put the ball in the zone. Throw strikes. Mix up your pitches.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And let's get out of this thing with a win.
Ball 2.
Mason Miller, though, with a phenomenal day. Maybe the Yankees JV squad here a little bit, but that's also how you know we're making progress. If a team comes up and they don't put out their best players, they're gonna get shit on. No other way around it. Yarbaugh's still out for the 8th. Looks like they just need him to eat as many innings as possible. I've just kind of given up here. Starting off 0-2 in the count. Grisham takes a rip there. Fairly deep down to left center. I mean, honestly, it's not bad. It's not bad. Our boy Soderstrom up, not having a good of year as last year,
Ball, that's inside.
but did blast one out this year, or in this game.
Ball 2. count.
And, as kind of predicted, these pitch to contact guys, a little bit harder to, it's just easier to hit a fastball. You just have to time it. With these huge breaking balls, you just kind of have to guess where they're going to end up. And we leave Newcomb out for the 8th. Let him get some experience. Save some of our,
0-1.
stronger bullpen arms for the rest of this Yankee season.
0-2.
Although, he is pitching very well. Getting a lot of swing and miss. Which, of course, we really like to see. And we contact. And this is looking like it's going to be a quick 1-2-3 inning
0-1's the
for
count.
Sean Newcomb. And we'll probably turn to a different arm to close out the 9th. I think that was like 5 or 6 strikeouts there through 2. All right, let's go ahead and put Pruitt in. Let's also warm up Jojo Romero just in case. Just in case. Yarbaugh's still out there for the 9th. A little bit shocking, but I guess he's done well enough. He has done well enough. And down 8 runs.
Second baseman, Zach.
I'm pretty sure last I saw they had a commanding lead in their division. And Geloff, does not leave the yard, but that is going to be an easy double.
Now batting,
Very hard hit ball out into left field.
Ryan Noda.
And Noda up looking for his 2nd home run of the day. Nody. You got to put bat to ball a little better than that. Wow, whiffs on the cutter. 0-2. Reaches out and takes a poke at that one, sends it down the first baseline. But snagged by first baseman and Chappie with a chance here. A triple would send him for the cycle.
0-1.
Pretty difficult to do here, I think, in Yankee Stadium. Not really conducive to triples,
No ball, 2 strikes.
but not good territory here for Chapman. Down to 0-2 to start. That one ripped down the third baseline and I mean just, foul. Early again on the sweeping curve. Fouled hard down the third baseline. And that cutter left up enough, reaches out, but doesn't get good wood on it. And we're going to the 9th.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the A's. Number 25,
Austin Pruitt up.
Austin.
Does not have velocity to rely on,
0-1's the count.
but locates extremely well. And we're going to look for him to do just that. Going right at these batters. Like I said, that has been the instruction from the A's pitching staff. Just throw in the strike zone. If they hit it, they hit it. Chapman on the run. Oh, and an uncharacteristic miss of the glove by Chapman. You expect him to make that play. Looks like he maybe held up just a little bit as he got close to the wall. And Austin Pruitt is dealing, not normally known for his strikeout stuff, but he strikes out the first two and gets Royce Lewis to roll over the slider. In the game, Athletics win. Mason Miller with a phenomenal day. A's batting lineup with an equally phenomenal day. And player of the game actually goes to Mason Miller, going 6 1/3 with 3 hits and 6 strikeouts. No walks, no earned runs. I think I'd probably give that one to Chappie. 3 for 5 with a home run and 2 doubles, 2 RBIs. Geloff with the exact same line, but, 1 more run and 1 less double. So just all around a great game from your Oakland Athletics. And sets us off on a positive path. All right. Austin Allen in AAA out for 1 to 2 weeks. Put him on the 10-day. Fix the Aviators lineup. Ooh, we lose 3-19. That is ugly. And then in Game 4, we win. So we win 3 out of 4 against a very good Yankees team. Puts us 5 games above 500. And we are half a game out of the wild card series. That Chicago Cubs series may have been the dagger. All right. We're going to sim through these Houston games. Kyle Muller has a torn labrum and is out for over 6 months. Wow. Gunnar Hoglund, shoulder pull out 1 to 2 weeks. Tons of injuries. Connor Capel is eligible to be reinstated from the injuries list, but he's still out for 1 to 2 months. We're just going to keep him on the 10-day until we get Curtis Mead back. Okay. Two very tough losses to Houston and to Colorado, and I think that probably is going to sink our playoff hopes, as we are now 2.5 games out of the wild card. The Angels and Rangers are still winning, though Rangers slipping a little bit, looks like, losing the last 2. And I think that's who we gotta take on. I'm expecting to win the majority of our games versus Seattle, right? I mean, I guess, they're technically could make a run as well. But I think with the Rangers just ahead of us, we got to get them, all right? Curtis Mead is back. Okay, just making sure that he wasn't put in the lineup. Although not a bad bench bat. I mean, we got a ton of young talent, a lot of depth. We're going to have some hard decisions to make in the future. Okay. Bad time for you boys to get cold. especially Ruiz after having such a good AAA. Okay, yep. So Kyle Muller went on the IL. Oh, he was in AAA? I thought he was... Okay. So probably going to drop a reliever. Either one of these guys, pretty similar. But you know, Newcomb, he has 40 more innings. We know what he's got. He's doing a little bit better. Dylan Carlson, fractured wrist, is out for 1 to 2 months. Any playoff hope we had with him is gone. We'll go and put him on the 60-day. I knew he was in here somewhere. All right. I guess that means Daz Cameron, you're going to get the nod versus lefties. Put you in with... We'll have Ruiz leading off versus lefties. Although he is cold. Our bats have just gone cold at the worst time. What? Oh my God. How did we end up with one less player? We were over one, so... Okay. So stupid. Alright, Anthony K, why not? Alright, I'll move you to AAA and move you to AAA just to kind of balance those out. Okay. Aviators, our AAA team, finishes 71 and 79. Did not make the postseason. And our AA squad finished 28 and 41. Not good enough for the postseason. So after winning their respective minor league divisions last year, we have since did not even make the minor league playoffs, which is a little surprising. All right. So looking at this Texas series, we have 3 games versus the Rangers, and we are back 3 games. So we really need a sweep. We really just need to win all of these games. If we win all of these games, I think we might make the wild card. If we lose 1 or 2 games, it'll be close depending on how the rest of the teams play. If we lose 3 or more, I think it's toast. It's toast. And I think we're going to go to Walker Buehler, a guy we traded for and has performed pretty well this far. We split the 2 first games. And now our interdivision game is going to be against the Texas Rangers. Walker Buehler on the mound. And Ruiz, after just crushing in AAA, just for some reason when he comes up to the majors, just cannot hit the ball to save his life. And I mean, I don't think looking at our roster, many people would have given the A's 80 wins for this season, but yeah, here we are, fighting and clawing for a wild card spot.
For Texas, the right fielder, Travis Jankowski.
Now, if I remember from the last time we pitched with Walker Buehler, his cutter-slider combo was absolutely filthy. And we got a ton of swing and miss on that slider. Ooh. That was a really well-located changeup, or curveball. And you see right off the bat an ugly hack from that slider. Way in on the hands. And I think we got to attack with that. We do have a lot of velocity we can attack batters with, so we certainly will use that. You know, go velocity high and inside on the hands. Yeah, what that guy in the stand said, clean your glasses, blue. Ugly swing and miss there. Just gets a hold of the slider, and I think we bury a changeup here, see if we can get him to fish. And we do! Hooray! I think we got really lucky here with Walker Buehler. I think, you know, his contract is a little tough, but he's played well enough to earn it. We're batting. Jack Leiter.
That's the ball. 1-0.
God, that four-seamer has some bite to it, brother. Holy cow. That 94 comes at you fast.
Ball. Outside.
And we've been late on it so far. A lot of fastballs. Only fastballs to start the day. Ooh, is this one going to hang it fair? No. 5 straight fastballs. 6 straight fastballs. We are very early on the changeup, but we do just make contact.
Batting second, the center fielder, Alexi Ruiz.
A pitch at bat there. And Ruiz pokes one out in the left field on the first pitch. He's got speed and he has the ability to steal.
Batting third,
So
the second baseman,
having him on first is certainly not a bad thing. Ooh. The change, going from a fastball at 95 to a changeup at 78 is vicious. Seems like Geloff was not ready for that.
Runner!
They pitch out. Ruiz is on the run, and the throw is too high. Ruiz with his incredible speed snags second. God, that changeup has just eaten up Geloff so far. Absolutely wild pitch mix so far. First batter, 7 straight fastballs. Start off with a curveball to Ruiz, and then back-to-back changeups to start. But Geloff scoops this one. It is high, it is deep, and it is gone over the left field wall. And as our excellent announcer Dallas Braden would say, all aboard. Next stop, Pound Town.
Ball 1. 1 ball, no strike.
Giving us a little bit of hope that our bats have started off strong.
That's the ball. Ball.
Ooh, Noda with a pitch to hit, but late. And that changeup does not dive like the previous ones have. Noda gets on top of it a little bit, but pushes it right back where it came from. And now we got our big boy Chappie. Takes a fastball in on the hands, but a little late.
Ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. No, that's low.
I agree, lady in the stands. Chapman kind of has been our MVP. Definitely up there for, if we had a team MVP, I think Chapman's probably up there. Of course, Geloff, and honestly, Ryan Noda,
Batting 6.
surprisingly.
Designated hitter, Edward
Just
Olivares.
super undervalued. We take a hack at the high fastball. And that's going to be a flyout. Good first inning, though. A's score 2 runs on 3 hits. And our young stud, Zach Geloff, goes deep in his first at bat.
Left fielder, number 32, Evan Carter.
0-1.
Speaking of which, Noda is on the run, running through the bullpen and makes the snag. Exceptional defensive play. I don't think you can really understate how hard that was. He's running up the mound in the bullpen. Absolutely no shot that Jared Walsh hits this one. And Bueller is dealing early on in this game. Looking to get through these 2 first innings in under 20 pitches. And we hit him with the slider. It's been deadly. Ooh. Very well located pitch.
Ball 2.
Excellent eye.
Ball 2 strike.
Now we're going to go high and out with the fastball. And he spits on it somehow. Somehow doesn't take a swing. But the changeup gets him. And we're looking good. Seth Brown also has a great season. I think 23, 24 homers. Probably the most of his career.
Ball. 2 balls, no strike. 3 balls, no strike.
And Leiter doesn't want to deal with it. We're putting the red light on Brown. Of course, he does get a good pitch. He gets another one, but that one is an out.
Batting 8, the left fielder, Trent Grisham.
I think Trent Grisham, a guy that's probably 1 or 2 years away from being an all-star, has the defensive acumen for sure, Just needs to be a little bit better at bat-to-ball skills. Has good power. Just a little bit low on the contact. Sodi with a good swing, but lines out. Mauricio with an excellent defensive play, a great throw, no to snags. 1 pitch, 1 out to start the third. Ooh, well hit ball by Josh Smith, but Ruiz gets there easily. And, you know, reflecting back on this season, I feel really good about it. You know, heading into the All-Star break, where we're 4 or 5 games out of the wild card. But, you know, we thought we had one really bad month, and we've been fighting the whole season. And, you know, we're in the mix. We are in the mix for a playoff run. I want to give this team a lot of credit. You know, MLB ratings say that we don't have a ton of talent, but we certainly have proved that we are a very competitive team. You know, teams at the top of their division, like the Yankees, like the Astros, we've absolutely pummeled at times. And we've been pummeled too. And, you know, we just keep getting better. Mauricio blasts one back, hard hit ground ball back up into center field. Ooh, wow. There's that changeup. After seeing 95 on the fastball, and then back down to 80 on the changeup. And that one gets at him late and high. I still have faith in Ruiz, though. You know, maybe he starts again down in AAA next year. But he certainly has the talent to play at the major league level. It's just a matter if he can put it together when he's up there. Oh, and Mauricio takes second. Didn't think he would run on that, but he did. Scored a wild pitch. Now Gelof's got a runner in scoring position. Hits a hard ground ball out into center field. That should be enough to score. Mauricio, it is. So Gelof starting off the game with a home run and a single. And 2 RBIs. Great start for Gelof. Ooh, a pretty ugly hack from Noda there. Eats at him in on the hands, fights it off, but oh man, we are just hacking now. We are hacking. And a little swing happy. Got to do a little bit better than that, especially with these notoriously large outfield areas here in Coliseum Stadium. Those foul balls are easy pickings. Ooh, and Chappie goes down on that nasty changeup. Tough inning, but still up 3.
The right fielder, number 16, Travis Jankowski.
I doubt we see a bunt here, but ooh, we do see an ugly swing though. We get another one on the slider. Ooh, he does make. Oh, Mauricio can't glove it, and an error handed out. That's unfortunate. Not a great start. But Buehler recovering quickly.
He's going, he's going.
Geloff running over there to cover the bag on this for the steal. But then ends up snagging the ball and making the play to first. All right, let's not leave too many of those cutters right down the middle. But Buehler looking phenomenal so far. Cannot be hit. Ooh. Olivares with a pitch to hit. But that 93 is just eating us up just enough. We're just late on it. See, Seth Brown having a great season, 24 homers. Tied for second on the team. And we are just getting mowed down right now. Swinging at stuff on the black, out of the zone. Need someone in the lineup to demonstrate how to slow us down. How to get us back on track. That changeup. Ooh. And the curveball, I thought we was going to hang out maybe a little bit in the zone, but does catch just the bottom, roll over. And Leiter gets through us again.
The first baseman, Jared Walsh.
Uh-oh. Well, perfect game's over. Holy moly. That one got blasted. I told him last inning, don't leave those cutters down the middle. He didn't listen.
One ball, no strike.
But hey, that's what we've told our pitchers. That's what we've coached them to do. Challenge the batters. Maybe elevate the cutter a little bit more.
That's a ball.
Oh. It's another hard hit ball. So now to left field.
Up next for the Rangers, the center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
And the Rangers looking to fight back a little bit as they have a solo shot and a runner on with no outs. Need this slider to start doing its job. Like that. Been very effective at getting no contact or inducing weak contact. And we got to use it as such.
That's out the corner.
Bring that slider back a little bit more towards the inside. How about a fastball up? Spits, doesn't spit on it. What's the phrase? Hacks at it. Can we go even lower on the changeup? Will you swing and miss at that? But we don't place it particularly well. And cut her in on the hands. Yeah, that gets a pop up. Out number 2. We really need to win this game.
No ball. 2 strike.
And so far, we're looking good.
That's the ball.
Ooh, another nasty swing on that slider. Well hit ball. Oh my God, we are biting on all of the off speed. Three pitches out of the zone, 3 swings, 2 strikes. And the fastball gets us. Man, we are just, wow, and way late on that too. Need someone to step up, settle us down, show us some good at-bats. That one poked. Third baseman can't grab it. And Mauricio, base hit to first. Come on, Ruiz. Really struggled. Would love to see a breakout. Oh, that was a good changeup to swing at. Come on. There's a nice hit ball down the right field. Off the wall. Ruiz, obviously, tons of speed. This could be a triple. He would be rounding second right now. And that is an RBI triple for Ruiz. That's what we need to see out of you. Changeup left high in the zone. Good hack on it. Now Geloff could easily drive him home. Hard hit ball out to center field. It is high. It is deep. Oh, but not deep enough. Gets just to the warning track, but clearly far enough to score Ruiz. And we get a little bit of insurance run after giving up 1 in the previous inning. Or I guess in the top of this inning. Then after 2 great at-bats, Noda flailing. Okay. Ooh, good pitch, good pitch. Good rip. Fighting to protect there. All right. And now after getting hit around a little bit in the last inning, Buehler coming up, looking to absolutely deal shutdown inning, get our bats back up while they're hot. Had some good curveballs so far. That one, however, hangs way up in the zone. Oh, man. Yeah. That thing just didn't curve. Pretty confident we're going to get a steal attempt here.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Maybe not. Is the slider going to work? It does. Another swing and a miss. Dangerous hitter here, of course. Marcus Semien, just absolutely loved by these A's fans. Hometown kid. Went to Cal, I think. And then, later comes in, becomes an Oakland A. Struggles mightily as a rookie. I think led the league in errors that year, his rookie year.
Carter.
But, gets coached up. And then has not won the MVP, but has certainly had seasons with discussions of MVP status. Okay, Walker Buehler in a little bit of trouble now. Runners on first and second. 2 outs. But absolutely trust him to deal here. It's been really good all game. Go with the slider. It has been the pitch. And we get a fly out with the cutter. Brown under it and right. I think that's probably going to be it for Walker Buehler.
Your attention, please.
Good solid 6 or 5 innings.
Number 51, Yeri Rodriguez.
I want to warm up Romero. I want to see him in action. And then I guess Topa. All right, Chappie, let's see what you got, buddy. Rodriguez looks like with a really fast 2-seamer. Pitch to rip there. But looks like Chappie maybe just eyeing him up, seeing what he can do. Bites on the slider. Back-to-back sliders there. That one left in the zone. Ooh, and then back to 99 on the fastball. Pretty nasty stuff. Fights off a 2-seamer in on the hands.
Ball 2. 2-2.
And the 2-seamer rolls over the top. Grounds out. Okay. But that was a solid A pitch at bat for Chappie. He fought. And Olivares just unzips his pants and says, hey, I'm him. 399, 107 off the bat. Absolute piss missile. Would love to see Brownie. I don't think we've actually hit a home run with Seth Brown manually all year. Could be a guy to do it on. Get a hard fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ooh, I thought I was just trying to do a check swing there, but the game said no. Well hit ball by Grissom. That actually is going to land in the gap. And he runs hard. Luckily, the throw is not online. We managed to get a double out of that. All right, we got a man in scoring position with 2 outs. Soderstrom ripping on the slider. We need to be fastball hunting.
Oh. 1-1.
fight that one off in on the hands, but does not land foul, or doesn't land fair. Foul off the third baseline. And that one is a rocket, high and deep, and caught on the warning track. Damn. But A's extend their lead.
Leading off for Texas, the catcher, number 28, Jonah.
We still got Walker Buehler on the mound. He's been pitching really well. Of course, has given up the one solo shot, but hasn't walked anyone. Limited base runners. Starting to get hit around a little bit. Losing control a little bit. But oh, and Ruiz gets there. He's going to be on a short leash.
No ball. One strike.
But if he can make it through 7, then I think that's good. Especially he's, 91 pitches. I don't think we let him go over 100, if at all. So walk a hit or 100 pitches, one of the two. And let's see if this magical slider, back foot, go back to it. It's worked. And that is a very weakly hit ball. Geloff with the throw to first.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And Walker Buehler's day is done. 7 strong. And, all right, looks like it is JoJo Romero's time. Get a good look at him. Our first look at him as a trade piece earlier in the year. Mauricio having a great day, 2 for 3. But is going to ground out to the second baseman.
the center fielder, number 1, Alexi Ruiz.
His name is not Alexi, is Estuary. Takes a pitch on the black. And then hacks at a two-seamer. It's that discipline coming into question. And then vicious hack at the slider. Fairly well hit ball, but Ruiz doesn't have that. It's definitely not a power guy. Took that one for a decent ride, though.
Ball one. One ball. No strike.
Geloff, though, 2 for 2 on the day. Ooh, the slider gets him. Way too early on the slider. And again, I feel like we're getting a challenge fastball here.
That's the ball.
Nope.
2 balls. 2 strikes.
And a two-seamer on the black. We don't catch up to it. Zach Geloff struck out.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
All right, let's see what JoJo Romero's all about.
Number 59, JoJo.
Looks good. Looks like someone we could, if he pitches well, someone that we could definitely see in our bullpen for a few years. Sinker doesn't look great. It's been very low and then it's been very high.
1 and 2.
It certainly has good velocity. And then we come back with a changeup. Good to see he has a slider. A very slow slider, especially after coming at you with 98 on a fastball and then doing 80 on a slider. That's
2 strikes.
absolutely unfair. Somehow Jankowski scoops that one. I mean, I think we go right back to it, right? He swung at that. Oh, not quite far enough out the zone. And he reaches out again. Chapman, though, with an errant throw. Very uncharacteristic. All right, let's see if we can get a rollover on a sinker low in the zone. That's what it's there for. He does roll over, but it's more like a bunt. Chapman, looking to redeem himself, cannot make the throw in time. Double play is still on, so we're pitching for it.
1 ball, 1 strike.
We're up by 5. I'm not too concerned about being overly predictable. I just want a double play. Not going to get there in time, and again, they beat out the throw. Good Lord. Really in some trouble now, but really not his fault. Just really weakly hit balls that we just cannot get to, and then of course the
1 ball, 2 strike.
very errant throw from Chapman to first that pulled him off the bag. Get the swing and a miss. Puts us in a much better spot to limit runs here. Still pitching for a ground ball, but now I think we climb the ladder, give him some heat high and inside. He takes.
1 and 2.
That fastball in the zone. But after the strikeout, that does not score any runs. Tough inning for JoJo, but he certainly has some talent there. Gonna go to Justin Topa to close this out. Up 5 runs right now. Could be more. It might be after Noda hits on 109 off the bat. The right fielder jumps but cannot snag it. And that's a double for our young up-and-coming star, battling Ryan Noda for that star spot. Was just looking for a check swing there, but goes all the way around. Ooh, and Chappie takes one off his right buttocks cheek. Now we have 2 on with no out. Rodriguez doesn't really have much in terms of, pitches that are going to get a double play. Does get us to pop it up, though. I'll take that, though, instead of a ground out. Seth Brown, we talked earlier about how we have yet to manually hit a homer with him so far in this series. But has exhibited lots of power this year with 24 home runs. Probably a career high.
2-0.
And there it is! It is high, it is deep, it is gone. Ladies and gentlemen, get your tickets, all aboard. Next stop, Pound Town. Seth Brown with a 3-run shot puts the Rangers up by 8 runs in the bottom of the 8th. This one should be secure. Ooh, ugly swing from Trent Grisham. Cutter in on the hands. A pitch I like to throw myself. Sodi has had some really hard hit balls this game, but unfortunately all of them have been directly to a defender. Very interesting pitch mix here from David Robertson. A cutter, knuckle curve, and slider. That one's going to land, though, in the gap in right center. Easy single. 2 outs. Already have struck in this inning, but, of course, more runs is always better than less. Anything to propel us. We're looking to streak at the end of this season.
Your attention, please.
All right.
Pitching for the A's,
Justin Topa,
Justin
just throw strikes.
Topa.
I don't care, just throw strikes.
Nope, outside.
Does this back foot slider work? Ooh.
Strike.
We get the check swing. I know a sinker's not supposed to go up here.
Ball 4.
And our first walk of the day.
Strike. Woo.
Just throw strikes. Great repertoire for double play balls. Nice. Kiermaier goes down looking.
Shortstop, Josh Smith.
And this could be a Geloff charging. Misses the throw. 2 seconds. And that is going to be ruled an error. Again, the A's in trouble. Off of poor defense. Errant throws have almost cost us.
Oop.
But we're telling Topa,
0-2.
just, I mean, now we can kind of give up some easy pitches. Mauricio, throw to first. Oakland dominates the Rangers 9-1. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to close out the season hoping and praying that our bats maybe have now come alive. It's been a rough September. And now we've played our games. All we can do is sim. We went out, and congratulations, the Athletics have finished the season at 84-78. You have made the postseason as a wild card team and will be playing the Astros in the first round of the postseason. Oh my gosh, what an absolute epic way to end the episode. Whew. That is a message that you love to see. Came at us fast, and the regular season has come to an end. Wow. What a run we had at the end when we needed to win coming into this season, or coming into these last 2 series. I said we need to win all of the games. If we win all of them, we're in the wild card. If we lose 1 or 2, it's going to be very close. If we lose 3 or more, we're done. We lost 2. Got 2 out of 3 versus the Rangers, and then 3 out of 4 versus Seattle. And now we are taking on the Houston Astros in the wild card. And Phil Maton wins Delivery Man of the Year and a Gold Glove Award for Trent Grisham out in right field. We'll take a quick look. Aaron Judge wins MVP with 55 homers. Any A's here? Phil Maton there. 49 saves and a 1.23 ERA with 63 strikeouts. Great signing there. Aaron Judge, phenomenal year. Gets the Hank Aaron Award as well as the MVP. Let's see. Going through some Gold Gloves. Chapman, second for the Gold Glove at third base. Had more putouts and assists, but fielding percentage is just under 100%. And DJ LeMahieu gets it. Probably not warranted, but okay. Any other A's? Seth Brown in the running for Gold Glove in left field. More assists, more putouts, but again, just shy of 100% on fielding, so he does not get it. A little bit of a snub there, I think. Our boy Trent Grisham gets the Gold Glove in right field. Now we're on the Silver Sluggers. Zach Geloff, third, with very high average, 294, but only 29 homers, 90 RBI, only 29. I mean, his future is bright. 24 years of age, already an 87 overall. I can't believe his potential hasn't gone up yet. And it looks like that's it. So we officially made the playoffs. And I feel good. I need to figure out how I'm going to approach the wild card or the off season. Obviously, I can't play one interdivision, one out of division game. I just have a series. It's win or die. So I think what I'm probably going to do is do one simmed game, one player lock game, and one completely user controlled. I will have the ability to pick which one I want, and then after the 3 games, my options will be recycled. I think that gives us a little bit more of an edge, and we can do a whole series in a single episode. So, next episode, facing off against our division rivals, the Houston Astros. I'm excited. What an amazing episode and a great end to the year. We'll have to sort out our roster because for some reason MLB The Show decides to reorder everything. So we'll figure that out. But thanks so much for watching this one. If you enjoyed it, feel free to leave a like. And if you disliked it, you can dislike the video. Just leave me a comment. Let me know how I can improve on my content. Man, great episode. Having so much fun with this series. Thank you all so much for watching if you did. And I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.